My name is Sarnam Mark Greenberg. I'm a spiritual healer in Mount Shasta, California. And today I want to give a brief introduction to the astral plane and the beings that inhabit the astral plane. Many of these beings are higher beings who can help you, beings like angels, beings like guides, or other higher beings. And one thing about those beings is they will not intrude in your field. They will not help you without your permission or your invitation. So if you want to connect with beings like that, you have to ask for their help. And because you could be misled, because there are other beings in the astral plane who might try to impersonate one of those higher beings, you want to make sure that you, as much as possible, are in a resonant state, a higher frequency to connect with them. The best way to do that is to center in your heart, put your hands over your heart, take some deep breaths in your heart, drop in, put your awareness in your heart out of the thoughts of your head, because those will often be fear-based. Put your awareness in your heart and think of a happy memory. It doesn't have to be, your current life does not have to be happy. Think about a time in the past where you felt really joyful or really grateful, and just expand that feeling. Let that feeling expand in your heart until you can feel like a warm feeling, like a ball of golden light in your heart. When you get to that point, then you can send that light up to your crown chakra to kind of open. So you're in resonance with the higher beings. Then, you could ask for a being to help you. And again, you'll be more inclined to judge if it is a genuinely helpful being by the resonance, because it will have a feeling that feels like that feels like love, that feels like something warm and helpful. Those are some tips, because there are other beings in the astral plane. And, listen, I have a lot of people who contact me because they're being bothered by one of these beings. There's two basic types. There's the kind that are more subtle, like a little voice in the back of your head that keeps, telling you you're unworthy or you're shameful, or, all these self-deprecating thoughts. Sometimes those could come from your own psyche, from your own from your own self-judgment, but many times they are added to or manipulated by these astral beings who are feeding off those lower frequencies, the fear, the shame, the self-hatred that is at a certain frequency that they're desiring. That's one kind. The other kind are the kind who are more aggressive. They feel like they're right in front of you. They're obviously intruding into your field. You often feel a pain or a feeling of invasion, especially at the solar plexus, at the will center, and sometimes that also extends to the sexual energy, or right up here around the throat chakra, a feeling of pressure, invasion. That's the other kind of astral being that causes problems. They're mostly feeding on fear. They're trying to instill fear and feed on fear and essentially dominate or enslave the person they're bothering. Yeah, that's a brief overview. There are more varieties than that, but that will give you a little idea of what you're working with and how to how to connect with the more benevolent ones. Now, if you are in a position where you're already feeling like you're getting interference from one of these lower astral beings, you can clear those out. The truth is, you are more powerful than those beings. They always try to convince you that they're more powerful. They're only more powerful when you're in a state of fear and contraction or shame. That's another contracted feeling. But when you go up and connect with the higher divine light and bring that into your field, into your body, now you have an energy that is more powerful, that's at a higher frequency, and the higher frequency will dissolve their cords, their structures out of the field. I have many other videos that explain how to do that, and I'm also available to give you personal guidance if you need help on that journey. If you want to contact me directly, my website is www.saranam.us. Okay, I hope that's helpful to you. Many blessings on your journey. Bye bye.